Tonight, let's pay tribute to the 44 brave members of the PNP Special Action Force. And the best way to do that is to get to the bottom of that tragedy. Back with us tonight, former Iloilo Congressman and former Cabinet Secretary Augusto Boboy Syjuco. I'm your host, Miguel Gil. Amid another national tragedy, we intend to pour gasoline into the flames, if for no other reason than to prevent it from happening again. Okay. Now, with us tonight is the man behind the hashtag Nasaan ang Pangulo, which went viral worldwide. Tito Boboy.
Magandang gabi sa iyo, Miguel. At,
Good evening.
magandang gabi po sa lahat ng tagahanga at tagapanood ng programa ni Miguel Gil.
Okay. Sir, before anything, ano itong hashtag Nasaan ang Pangulo na pagkakaalam ko naging viral for the past couple of days, no?
Well, ginawa namin yung hashtag na yan, Miguel, nung gabi na dumating yung mga bangkay ng kawal sa Villamor Air Base at halos ng tao ay nanonood, actually.
Yes.
Everybody was in front of that TV watching
Glued.
this very sad event. And that's why the question was asked, nasaan ang Pangulo? In the midst of all of this, where is the President? So yan po yung naging worldwide hashtag #1 sa Twitter. Hindi lang po sa buong Pilipinas, sa buong mundo.
According to his apologies, our president was doing his going about his presidential duties by way of attending a certain event for a certain automotive company.
Well, he was at the Mitsubishi plant in Labang.
Yes.
And supposedly inaugurating the installation of some equipment. Pero sa totoo lang, that could easily be postponed. Itinan mo si Barack Obama, noong 3 bangkay ang dumating, galing sa digmaan sa Middle East. Kinancel niya yung appointment niya. At nagpunta si Obama doon, nagdasal doon at sinaluduhan yung bangkay ng
Yung
3 sundalo.
namatay, mga sasawi.
Ano ba naman ang pagkakaiba ni Obama at saka ni Aquino?
Tsaka ito, 44.
Ang sagot doon, malaki talaga ang pagkakaiba ni Obama at saka ni Aquino.
Okay.
Ito talagang nasa atin ay medyo hindi po normal ang asal at gawain at attitude.
Okay. Mga kaibigan, pinag-uusapan po natin ang itong SAF 44, no? Itong mga miyembro ng Special Action Force na nasawi sa pakikipaglaban dito sa MILF at BIFF. No? Hindi ko alam kung talaga bang may pinagkaiba tong MILF at BIFF o isang grupo lang ba talaga ito at niloloko lang tayo lahat. Anyway, kung meron kayong nice na yung makuha ang saloobin nyo dito sa whether kayo ay kumakatig sa sinasabi ng Malacanang at ng PNP at ng AFP o di kaya meron kayong ibang opinion. So if you want to take part in our discussions, you can text your questions or reactions to mobile number 0915-209-6012. Ayan, nagpa-flash po sa inyong screens. 0915-209-6012. Mangyari lamang po yung inyong first name, isama nyo at kung taga saan kayo para meron kaming batayan sa aming reach. Tito Boboy, bago natin halukayin itong naging asal ng Pangulo, matapos tong insidente, pag-usapan muna natin yung handling nitong insidente. Ikaw ba, sa nakikita mo, nagkaroon na ang yung tinatawag na mismanagement on the part of the authorities in going about this particular operation? Now, alam ko na mahirap mag second guess dahil meron sinasabi na hindsight is always 2020, no? Pero kailangan din tingnan natin kung saan nagkamali dahil obviously meron pagkakamali nangyari. 44 mga Pilipino patay eh.
Well, Miguel, yung sinasabi mo nga hindsight 2020. Pero yung hindsight po ni Pangulong Aquino ay hindi po 2020. Sa totoo lang, yung hindsight po niya ay 020. Kasi hindi po, meron po akong ginawang article.
Yes.
The title is Aquino no virgin to massacres. Si Aquino po ay sanay po sa mga massacres. At ito po, tingnan po natin ang maikling story niya habang presidente siya. Kung natatandaan nyo, nagkaroon po ng massacre sa Luneta.
Okay. Si Mendoza.
Si Mendoza,
Yung
Rolando D. Mendoza,
yung
police inspector.
or senior inspector, no? Yung Captain Mendoza, tawag nila doon, yung medyo parang nabuwang yun doon sa bus, no?
Yeah, kasi tinanggal siya as a precinct commander at ang sabi niya wala naman siyang kasalanan. Pero doon sa kanyang pagkakatanggal, naging desperado yung tao. So meron pong fully automatic M16 na maraming bala. Meron pong dalang pistol din. At pumasok po sa sakyan ng tourist bus. At all Mendoza wanted was such a simple request. So simple that the president, who was only 1/2 kilometer away from him, okay, could have solved it already even without going there, without putting his life at risk. Alam naman yung si Pino, magaling daw talaga sa combat shooting, no?
Okay.
That would have been a good time for him to go there. But anyway, all Pinoy had to do was talk to this guy on the cell phone. At sabihin lang sa kanya, tungkol sa hinihingi niya, sabihin lang sa kanya na, sige, we will review your case. Yun lang ang hinihingi ng tao, to review the case. Hindi naman sinabing reverse the decision. Hindi naman sinabing ibalik siya. Just to review the case.
So he could have promised him the moon. I mean, he could have lied through his teeth, no? Just to settle the matters, get the guy to...
The point is he did not even have to lie. Okay? He could have had the case reviewed. Because, you know, the president can readily do that, to have it reviewed. And maybe there is some basis to the complaint of Mendoza. Maybe there is none.
Okay, so what other massacres have taken place in the 4+
Well, there was
years of this
also a
administration?
massacre in Basilan. I forget the figures now. But there was also a massacre in Basilan during this term of President Aquino. At the same time, if you will remember also, there was a massacre and a siege in Zamboanga.
Yes.
191 people dead. Okay?
Yes.
So yung sabi nila, yung 191 daw, deflated pa yon. It's more than double kuno. But let's just use the official figure, 191. That's a lot of people.
Lives, a lot of
lives. Okay.
cut short.
Cut
Anyway,
short. Oh. So the president could have done something about it. He could have saved the situation.
okay, you were a congressman, you were a lawmaker, you were in government, you were in the cabinet. Do you see any mismanagement? I mean, there is always there is no perfect science to handle these kinds of emergencies. No? It's like a typhoon or like an earthquake or a volcanic explosion. Each incident is sort of different, but there is a good manager and a manager that is not too effective. So, how would you assess?
This is a manager that is consistently bad.
Okay.
Alam mo, siguro, maliit na bagay lang ito, pero baka may kinalaman din sa attitude. Nung bago pang upo si Presidente Aquino, minsan ay nawala sa palasyo. Lahat ng security niya, lahat ng tao, lahat ng gwardiya, hinahanap. Hindi nila makita. Ang tagal hinahanap. Pagkatapos lumabas sa isang closet. Sabi niya, hinahanap ninyo ako, ano ha? So, pamula noon ay ganun na ang naging istorya ng buhay ni Presidente Aquino, palagi na lang hinahanap. Kaya,
Totoo kaya? Totoo kaya yun, sir? Baka naman na...
well,
baka naman demolition job?
Well, I was not there looking for him, no? I cannot tell you that ako nakakita sa kanya sa closet. But this is a common belief and it really is in character with the character of this person or the lack of character of this particular person. So, Aquino is not a virgin when it comes to massacres. He's used to massacres. In fact, dito, tinda natin ang figures, ha? There were 392 SAF troopers assigned for this mission.
So,
392.
that's a substantial number. I don't think the MILF would have charged nearly 400-man contingent, heavily armed.
And heavily armed. They had the tanks and
APCs at least, no? And
all the equipment necessary.
recoilless rifles, machine guns.
They had the advantage over the MILF. Okay? 392 were deployed. Yung 315 out of 392 ay hindi nag-engage. Naandoon lang sa karsada. Nakaparada lang doon sa highway.
But according
Yung
to...
tangke nandoon, yung 315 nandoon, they did not engage. Ang pumasok ay yung 77 na SAF, Miguel, no?
Yeah.
Yung sa 77, 41 na commandos ang pumunta, pumasok doon sa teritoryo ng BIFF. Okay? And lahat yun, and from there, 9 ang namatay.
Yeah.
Okay? And then let me just finish, no? And then yung commandos naman na pumasok as blocking force, supposed to be blocking force, ito'y naubos talaga. 35 out of 36 po ang namatay dito. Isa lang ang natira.
Who claims to have killed 8 rebels, no? Either MILF or BIFF, or I guess they're just the same. As far as I'm concerned, pare-pareho yan. With a knife. Because according to an interview, they wanted his bolt-action sniper rifle, which was described as a savage rifle. No, that's an American maker of rifles. Now, 8 rebels tried to take it from him. I suppose they weren't armed with guns, no? Because according to this guy, after escaping the what do you call the gauntlet, which killed all of his buddies, he killed 8 guys with a knife. I don't know how accurate this is, but it seems to make sense because he's alive.
Yes, there's no reason to lie. I mean, if he killed one, okay, whether he killed one or he killed 8, pareho na rin yun eh. So why would he lie? Besides, this guy has just gone through a traumatic time. Chances are, somebody who has just been under pressure of that kind will not lie to you.
He cannot make these things up.
He cannot make these things up. It was such a traumatic experience, such a traumatic condition that he miraculously went through.
You know, a lot of wise guys, sir, are saying that why play the name game at this point in time? No? Pero my view is the best way we can serve these 44 brave men who died doing their duty is to give justice to them by, formulating ways such that these things don't happen again. And in order to avoid, maybe you cannot completely avoid, but the best thing to do is maybe for us to come up with measures or understand what went wrong so we don't repeat it.